Hello everyone. In the last class, we discussed about the basic introduction part of DBMS. Now, in today's class, I will be going to explain you about the applications of DBMS. So, if you take a DBMS, it is used in anywhere, everywhere in our real world. If you take any sector like banking sector or finance sector or healthcare system or education system, what not, anywhere we are using this TVM system in this digital era. We'll see one by one where we are using this TVMS, how it is working, how it is helping us to store the data. Okay. So the first one is banking sector. So here each and every there are n number of banks. Each bank is storing the customer details, customer information like name, address, father name, mother name, Aadhaar number, PAN number, phone number. Like there are n number of columns where each customer has. So here each bank have multiple users, means multiple customers, more than 1 lakh customers. Suppose like if you take an SBI, it is a large bank, right? So this bank has a huge numbers of customers. So normally we cannot maintain this data. We cannot record each and every customer details in a paper. Like if you don't have a suppose online system, how we use it to do? We'll collect the each and every customer's details. And here there is a problem that the person may come again, will register it again. So we cannot recheck it whether the person is registered this branch already or not, like whether this person is existing or SP or not. We cannot recheck it when it is an offline, like if it is a paperwork, right? So if we are not updating the details, if we are not getting whenever we want, that is not possible without a DBMS. So here the DBMS is making each and every customer details, and whether the if a customer is already exists, if he is want to reach whether the customer is registered in any bank or not, we can easily cross check by just an Aadhaar number or PAN number or any phone number. Yes or no? Right. And we, if the customer is registered in a bank and he has deposited some amount, it is updated to that particular account. I mean, person account. So if any, it means suppose A person has deposited some X amount, B person can is B person can access that amount, no, right? So there is a security that amount will be deposited to that particular person only. Means we are updating that amount to that only particular person. We are not updating to any other account. If you take, if that person is withdraw that amount, how much balance remains? Zero. So immediately you are updating that amount. If you deposited, it is updating immediately. If it is you withdraw, it is updating immediately. All ATM transactions are updating immediately. So just by withdraw, you are clicking, you are getting money from the ATM. Means can you take the same amount from all ATM machines? No, right? So if you withdraw your amount, it is immediately it will be updated. Okay. So all this happens when where the DBMS works. Fast accuracy, security, all this happens with this DBMS. It makes sure that it provides the security, fast access, and accurate information. So here the banking sector where we use this DBMS, how the data will be stored, how the customer details are updating. We take an education system. So person a college will run under DBMS. Otherwise, it cannot, because each and every student has to pay some fee. And if you pay some fee at the initial stage, later you need to pay some amount. If you not pay that amount, you will be updated with the fine automatically after the deadline. How it is happening because of this DPMS. So the fees management system is happened because of this DBMS only. Without DBMS, we cannot maintain that record of this fee payments. Next, if you take healthcare system, a patient record, like if you patient visit how many times that particular hospital, what are the diseases that patients have, how the recovery and the report, what does it shows, each and everything we are maintaining using DBMS. There are many hospitals using this DBMS. Example, if you take Apollo Hospital. Next, e-commerce and online shopping. Yes, we are booking an order and we are getting to our doorstep. So how it is happening? You are at your home, you are getting product to your home. in this online means here the data is processing. You just here how this order is processing because of this DBMS. Here, after your payment is done, how the product is delivered. If you pay, if you choose cash on delivery, how it is asking you to pay the amount at that at your doorstep. If you already paid, how it is product is giving to you. Each and every part where the DBMS is exist. Up, airlines reservation system. If you take a theater, you book a seat, and another person is trying to book the same seat. Is it Is it give access to book the same ticket? No. Immediately it will close the seat. Immediately it will be blocked. Within fraction of seconds, the seat will be blocked because of this DBMS. Seat availability, passengers list, each and everything is maintained under DBMS. Next, if you take a social media, Instagram, how many likes you got, how many followers you have. Next, each and every data is maintained under DBMS. Next, if you take a Aadhaar, one nation, one Aadhaar. So here this Aadhaar is interlinked with DBMS. PAN, each and everything. Next, voter ID. So here all this data is under DBMS we are maintaining. Next, if you take a telephone communications, like you are recording a call and your recharge history, if you pay some amount of recharge after like 3 months package, after 3 months it is reminding you to pay the fee. It is reminding to plan. It is reminding to recharge your plan. It is expiring soon. How it is happening because of this DBMS. DBMS is maintaining or record your recharge here for 84 days. After 84 days, it is reminding you to recharge it again because it is maintaining that record of your recharge plans. So everything under DBMS. Next, library system. If you take a book, so whether it is returned or issued or not, whether it is renewal or not, if you go to library, immediately it will be updated. If you ask any library management assistant, they will tell you whether the book is returned or not, whether it is renewal or not. Like if you want any book in a library, they will tell you immediately in which row, in which row that book will be available immediately, whether the book is available or not. Each and everything, it will be maintained under DBMS. Next, inventory and supply chain, like how that order is processing from order placed to out of delivery. What happened? Where the product is located? How much distance it travel? At which date we are getting that product? Each and everything that logistics will be happened due to because of this DBMS. So if you take each and order tracking, stock tracking, how many, like suppose you have a 10 products. Suppose there are 10 products, 10 people has ordered 10 products. How many products you left? How many orders you got? Order tracking, out of delivery, stock, out of stock, each and everything. Out of stock means if 100 products are ordered, then immediately it will show out of stock. It is not allow us to book. Each and everything will be tracked under this DBMS system. I hope it is clear where we can use this DBMS system. In every sector, airlines, telecommunications, social media, like e-commerce websites, healthcare, education, banking, whatnot, everywhere this DBMS exists. Finally, I can conclude this as a DBMS is the backbone of our digital era. Without DBMS, we cannot maintain the data, right? So that's why I'm saying that DBMS is the backbone of our digital era. I hope you understood the today's topic, applications of DBMS. We'll see you in the next class with a new topic. Thank you, everyone.